Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I hope you're having a magical Saturday, the first day of our Memorial Day weekend. Very, very fun. I had a very busy week of moving the office and the warehouse. We got very dirty yesterday. We moved a lot of boxes over, and all the big and heavy stuff will go over this weekend. You know, somebody else will move those for us, thank goodness. Because we were like, we're so dirty, and oh my god, when we got out of there it was like, give me a shower, like immediately. So anyway, first day of Memorial Day weekend, and it is a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. Now it's starting to cloud over, but it was beautiful enough to have our barbecue, our regular Saturday barbecue. This morning early, I went to see Craig the Record King because he had some stuff for me, and he told me that, texted me during the week and said, I got some great stuff for you. And I said, I'll see you on the weekend. And so I stopped by him early and then came home and started cooking. And what I did today on the grill was so awesome. It was shrimp boils, but in packets for the grill. So there were red potatoes, there was corn, there was shrimp, andouille sausage, Old Bay seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, parsley, all folded up in a little packet and put on the grill. Awesomely delicious. Everything in one. And here's a picture of it after it came off the grill. Really, really fun. Here we go. Alright. First up, before the Craigie stuff, I got a very fun Love Train package from the great DJ Trish. She sent me a little note here. It says, hi Tink, here are 2 more 45s for you. I hope you like them. Trish, come down to Bayhead someday. I don't do the shore in the summer because the traffic is more than I can stand. So maybe in the fall, Trish. And it says, will this inspire you? I think so, because I really love this. She gave me a Bayhead visitor's guide, which is beautiful. I know she sent one of those to Carm as well. Really fun. She sent me 2 really fun things. Swinging on Broadway. This is the Jonah Jones Quartet with a really fun atomic cover. Love that. And Bread and Jam for Francis. Scholastic record. I love the Scholastic records. And Bread and Jam for Francis is in here, and also in the sleeve is Georgie. And Georgie, I believe, was a ghost. So, very, very fun things from Trish. Thank you, Trish. Alright, okay, I'll say what we're listening to in the background is Pol Pot's Pleasure Penthouse by the great Brian Jonestown Massacre. This is just amazing. And the beautiful blue water ripple ceiling behind me is the same color as the vinyl of this record. So, really fun. Brian Jonestown Massacre, Pol Pot's Pleasure Penthouse. Really, really, really fun. Love Brian Jonestown Massacre. Alright, from Craigie, I got so many fun things, and some of these are really magical because whoever owned these records obviously liked, how do you call it, novelty records, because some of the titles are so fun. So first up, we have a beautiful label, the LaBelle label. Oh, what a beautiful 78 label. LaBelle. This is 3 o'clock in the morning by Jack Duffy and Yankee Doodle Blues. Beautiful LaBelle label. I don't think in the 5078s that I already have, I don't think I have a single LaBelle. So that was really, really fun. On Tempo, we got Doll Dance by Brother Bones and His Shadows and Chinatown. What a beautiful oddball thing. Very, very excited about that. Really cool. On Emerson, we got That Old Gang of Mine by Irving and Jack Kaufman, of course. Some early favorites of mine. Just a Girl That Men Forgot, another great one. The beautiful Emerson label, early century, 78. Red Vocalion, we got Dearest by the Bar Harbor Society Orchestra, another favorite of mine. And Sweet One. Love the Red Vocalion era. Beautiful stuff. On Prestige, we got Exclamation Blues by King Pleasure. And the other side is Moody Mood for Love, the beautiful Prestige label. King Pleasure, what a fun thing. On the Fantasy label, we got the Dave Brubeck Trio, one of my dad's favorites while I was growing up. Spring Is Here and Swonderful. And Fantasy, of course, is the label that Corla Pandit was on later. The great Stan Kenton, All About Ronnie and Bahia, one of my favorites. And the great Stan Kenton, of course. Another Fantasy, Dave Brubeck, Tea for Two, and Blue Moon. Beautiful stuff from Stan Kenton. He's so amazing. Thumbelina by Jimmy Boyd. And I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Of course, Colombian Unbreakable Children's Never Let the Christmas Records Go. Sonora, Sweet Constancy by Lenny McIntyre and his Aloha Islanders. The other side is 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful early Hawaiian, atomic Hawaiian. Maori Brown Eyes and Isle of Golden Dreams, Lenny McIntyre and his Aloha Islanders. Beautiful stuff. I have a million copies of this, but it was one of Charlie's favorites, and it is one of my favorites. Stardust by Artie Shaw. Really nice shape on this one. Never pass Stardust stuff. I love it so much. Craigie put aside a lot of Louis Primas because he knows that I love Louis. Skeety always bought me Louis Primas when he saw them. This one is What's the Matter, Marie? And Hitsum Kitsum Bumpity Itsum. Oh, just so much fun from Louis Prima. We love Louis. True Italian, fun Italian stuff. Angelina and Oh Mari, Louis Prima. Great on the hit label. Louis Prima on the Majestic label. The White Cliffs of Dover and Felicia No Capisce. Love his Italian records. Anybody that grew up in an Italian family is familiar with these things. Just beautiful stuff. Just a Gigolo and Bachigaloop, two very classic Louis Prima records in one. Beautiful stuff. Jerry Colonna doing Josephine Please No Lean on the Bell. Very fun. Another Italian record. Really, really fun. Xavier Cugat doing Chiquita Banana. Very fun. Of course, I do have Carmen Miranda doing it, but Xavier, really great. This is Shep Fields, I Surrender Dear, and When the Mush Begins to Rush Down Father's Vest. What a great title. Total novelty on Bluebird, Shep Fields. Very, very fun. Another Bluebird. This is Gray Gordon and his TikTok Rhythm, Gentleman of the Jury, and I Am an American. Great. And I'm not familiar with Gray Gordon, so I'm very curious to listen to that one. The Jesters, obviously an Irish band on Decca. This is McNamara's band, and she lived next door to a firehouse. Very fun. And another Jesters. It's a great day for the Irish, And Who Threw the Overalls in Mrs. Murphy's Chowder. Such fun novelty stuff, right? Then we have beautiful Lincoln children's record. The Lincoln records are not very easy to come by. And this one is Three Billy Goats and Georgie Porgy. Beautiful red Lincoln children's. I love the Lincoln children's label. Then we got Wonderland Records, Deck the Halls, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, and Oh Come All Ye Faithful. I never ever turn down Christmas records, and this is a Wonderland record, which is not a very common children's record either, so I was really excited about that. Square Dances with Calls by Al McLeod and Howie Balance. Very fun, 10-inch 33. Square Dances with Calls. Very weird, crazy thing, right? This is so beautiful. 10-inch LP. Edison Originals, 1878 to 1956. Put out for the 78th anniversary. This is a beautiful thing. It has an Edison cylinder player back here and a recording device. Just an amazing Edison Originals. This is going to be pure magic. I love it. Alright, then got some great albums from Craigie too. Really, really fun. Craig had a great t-shirt on today that said support your local record store. It was just so beautiful. Alright, this beautiful thing from the creative world of Stan Kenton. Stan Kenton conducts the jazz compositions of D. Barton. Beautiful, beautiful Kenton. Of course, I love Stan Kenton. Totally turned on to Kenton by my dad back in the day. Birdland, Charlie Bird, classic Charlie Bird. Look at that Birdland. The original Birdland. Beautiful. Love that. Viva Kenton, a very early Stan Kenton. I showed my dad this today when we had the barbecue, and he said Artistry and Rhythm is on here, and that was one of his very favorites. Beautiful early Kenton. Love that. Viva Kenton. This is so fun. Sonny Stitt. The album's called Satan. What? Oh, there's a tune called Satan on here too. So the opening track is called Satan. Try and get the glare off. It's the great Sonny Stitt. The album is Satan. This is so interesting and so amazing because, you know, I'm reading Johnny Rotten's Anger is an Energy right now. And he talks about all his old bandmates and stuff. This, believe it or not, is the first solo album by Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols, and it's called Mercy. But the weirdest thing about this is look at Steve Jones. He looks like an 80s rocker. He does not look anything like his Sex Pistol days, and very interesting. I was very curious to hear Steve Jones's solo stuff after the Sex Pistols, and this should be a very interesting listen. Looks nothing like Steve. Look at him with the long hair and the guitar. Total rock and roll, almost like Aldo Nova or something, you know. Crazy. I bet you it's pretty cool, though. I'm curious to see it, to listen to that. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Bow Wow Wow, the great Bow Wow Wow. Another Malcolm McLaren creation at one time. Malcolm, of course, lost his grip on everyone. Everybody got sick of him and went their own way. But at one time, Malcolm was the person pulling it all together. And it turned out that, well, according to Johnny Lydon's book, he was a real asshole. So he drove everyone away. It was all about the image and money and for Malcolm. And the bands didn't care about any of that. So So that was great, great stuff from Craigie. Got some really fun stuff coming in the mail. I didn't have any time with the move, and I was so tired when I got from work. I just didn't have the energy to do videos last week, so that's why you haven't heard from me. But it is a long holiday weekend, so I wanted to come in and say hi. I hope you are having a beautiful one, a magical, mystical one. I hope you're spending it with family and friends. I have a lot planned for this weekend, and looking forward to it. I don't know how the weather's going to be. Today started out absolutely beautiful. Turned cloudy in the afternoon, but it was fine for us to do our, all through our barbecue. Now it started to cloud over. We're supposed to have thunderstorms tonight, but it's supposed to turn really nice tomorrow. We'll see. In fact, they said tomorrow is supposed to be the nicest day of the week, so that's all right. I'm going to Christmas tree shops tomorrow. Get stuff for my yard. So that's about it, I think. I had a great time with Craig, the Record King, today, this morning. His birthday was last week. Said he had a very busy day on Record Store Day. He said a lot of people were coming in the store. That makes me happy. It's always a good thing to hear, because that's what Record Store Day is all about. Not the Record Store Day releases, but supporting your local record store. So, which we love anyway. We do it anyway, don't we? I haven't been to the thrift in 2 weeks. What? I haven't been to the thrift store in 2 weeks. Just haven't had the time. Have not had the time to do anything. So, I hope to do that tomorrow too, after the Christmas tree shop. And Monday, I want to take my dad to where do we want to take him? Oh, the Texas Roadhouse. It's very hard for my dad to get out these days. He's pretty much bedridden, but he came today for the barbecue. And this is only the second time he's been out since Christmas, except to go to the doctor's. So I'm always very happy when he can get out. I think it boosts his mental state, because it's really rough for somebody that owned their own business all their life to have to just lay around all the time. It's not good for somebody like him. So since he's walking okay and he can walk short distances, I want to take him over to Texas Roadhouse on Monday, because I think he'll really enjoy that place. So anyway, it's going to be a busy weekend. I hope you're all having a magical, mystical, musical Saturday. I love you all. I'll talk to you very, very soon.